Hello everyone, my name is Basti and I'm an independent trader with years of experience in the crypto markets. If you're looking for the latest information for daily chart analysis, and if you're looking for trading predictions as well as trading news, then you've come to the right place. Let's go. Good morning everybody and welcome back to the channel. Nice that you're here today. And as you can see on the screen, the Twitter profile for Trade Mania. Once we reach the 2,000 followers, we're going to be releasing more information regarding this very special project. And let's go ahead and get started with a very, very important analysis for today. Perhaps the most important analysis of the entire year. And so let's get right to it. So in East Ukraine, the situation is tense. And when yesterday we received the news, we had a dip of about 10% almost. And that is for the price of Bitcoin, of course. And the traditional markets reacted badly as well. Gold is up. And the futures market also has reacted very badly. Today, of course, later today, the markets will open yet again. And we have to be on the lookout for that. I imagine there will be a small crash of about 2-3% correction, and that's why we have to be very careful today. Of course, it's going to be a very interesting day, to say the least, and this is why it's really almost irrelevant to be looking at patterns or support lines or resistance lines. Of course, pay attention rather to how the futures market is going to be reacting today. That is important. And so pay attention to whatever information comes out today in the news. It could be that, we dropped to 32,000, 31,000 US dollars. So be very, very careful. Of course, if we hear anything new regarding the conflict between Russia and Ukraine, that can also push the price lower and maybe, go all the way down to $32,000 quickly. So I don't think we're going to see any bounce from this point here in this line. And another thing that we can look at now is in the news, we see that Russia has sent already Panzers to Donetsk. And this, of course, it is not a good sign. It looks like Russia is about to do the same thing that they did already in Crimea last time. And we have to see how the whole thing evolves, of course, how the US is going to react, how Europe is going to react. We've already put sanctions on Russia. The US is getting ready to put sanctions on Russia. So we just have to basically sit this one out and see what's going to happen. We also see, for example, in the local European markets, how, for example, in Germany, the DAX futures also had a drop of 1.5%. Also, and we're talking about 1.5%. This is not, like penny stocks or anything insignificant like that. This is the German futures. And also, for example, you see here for the French futures, they went down 1.1%. In the UK, almost 1% drop. So now if we look at what that means for us, when the DAX, the German futures open, we're looking at minus 231 points. That is in the area of 14,503 points. That's what's waiting for the DAX today. So in other words, as you can see, things are not looking all that great at the moment. It could even be that we have a correction of 10%. Maybe not today, of course, but in the next couple of weeks, most definitely I see this happening. It could also be that if, for example, the the United States decides to, come in an actual war where to start. Right now, I mean, there's a lot of tension and there's some fire exchange. But if it was a full-out war, then you could see something like what we had here, which is, a black swan event, like what we had for the Corona crash, that could really bring the prices very, very low. So I'll be very, very interested to hear what you guys think about the whole situation. Please leave your comments below. I noticed that in the last couple of videos, 5 videos or so that I posted have been shadow banned on YouTube. So I would appreciate it if you guys, leave your comments, leave your likes to help the channel. Also, if you go and look at, let me show you my YouTube channel, and this is of course the moment I'm showing the German channel, and also for the English and the Spanish, we've been posting content that talks about this incoming crash for the last couple of days and perhaps even weeks, where I've mentioned that there is a crash coming, that there's a lot of potential for the price to break down. And so it's very important that you guys do subscribe. Everything is free on this channel, of course, so there's nothing to you there, but you will stay up to date with the latest information. So now if we go and have a look at what the worst case scenario for Bitcoin will be, let's go ahead and look at the daily chart. And so worst case scenario is that we push below the 29,300 US dollar line, which is this low that we've already formed a couple of months ago. Of course, if there's a further escalation in the whole situation with Russia and Ukraine, then we'll see the price. I don't think we're going to be making a W pattern here that bounces the price up anytime soon. One thing, however, you could do is, and this is just my own opinion, to put in a order here for the hodl portfolio at 29,300 US dollars to come in and buy some Bitcoin for the hodl portfolio, maybe even all the way down here. But and this is also useful for the altcoins. Now, if we look at the S&P 500, if we look at the futures for the S&P, we see that the picture also looks a bit dark. And so we have been able to stabilize a little, but I personally don't see this going anywhere good. In fact, it could be an M pattern that forms down here that pushes the price even lower. Also pay attention to the Nasdaq futures, what it will also do today. In fact, right now they have a loss of minus 2.57%, which is crazy. And here too we see an M pattern that is forming. You can see this high is a very strong one, and the pressure is also very strong. So that is pretty much everything that I have to share with you guys. There's really not much that we can look at in regards to analyzing the charts. Of course, it all depends on what happens today with the news and how this whole situation evolves or devolves rather. But in any case, if there is a crash during the day today, I'll be happy to have another live stream for you guys. So if you feel like that's something you want to see, if that were to happen, then please go ahead and leave your likes on this video so that I'm aware of that and that we could do it. Other than that, like I always say, be careful, especially in an environment like the one that we are in at the moment. Don't be doing any crazy trading that you shouldn't be doing. And yeah, just, be careful. Once again, thank you for your attention. My name is Basti. Make sure you share this video. Bye bye.